gonna deal with this R. Kelly thing tomorrow night. I ain't gonna deal with it tonight. I got more important things to talk about than R. Kelly. That's going to be tomorrow night.
You got the Facebook up here?
Yeah. Ooh. This thing is gone. It went from
What? What you do?
I ain't do nothing to it. Get it. Those of you on YouTube, good evening to you. How you been? I don't hear nothing to you. That's
That is what you do.
Hey T, is that other video labeled Mr. Sam that's sucking?
It's right after Cougar Hunter. Well, before Cougar Hunter, T. You see it? You see it? It's right before Cougar Hunter. Hold on, let me.
Damn, what she said?
You got
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Okay.
It's in there. She gonna count you in.
And just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely, positively not. And good Monday evening to you. And welcome again to Still the most controversial television talk show anywhere on the planet. Thank you so very much for being here, hoping that you had a simply marvelous weekend. Hope that you had a great and a safe weekend. So glad to be back here with you on a Monday night. I've got a little conversation for you tonight. I got to deal with some shadiness that's going on politically here in the city of Memphis. Tomorrow night, I'm going to talk about something that is breaking up friendships and relationships, and y'all all mad about. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna talk about R. Kelly. That's tomorrow night. Y'all all upset over something that's been going on for 20 years, okay? And I'm gonna deal with that on tomorrow night, okay? Tomorrow, not tonight, because I got some bigger fish to fry than R. Kelly. But I'm amazed at what I'm seeing on social media when it deals to R. Kelly. Y'all so damn concerned about R. Kelly, but what about Uncle Junebug and Uncle Pookie, who've been raping and molesting in your family for years? Then I look on Facebook and I look at the good saints, the good Christians, the good holier than thous, who you're saying that God can't forgive R. Kelly. He need to go to hell. Okay, well, I'm gonna talk about all of that on tomorrow night. I got some stuff that I need to deal with tonight here in the Memphis area that'll be good for everybody else. But since there is so much conversation about R. Kelly, Sunday morning, I'm going to deal with it from my pulpit. On Sunday morning at the Naked Truth, Liberation, and Empowerment Ministries, 3835 Raleigh Millerton Road. And I'm going to invite all of you who have been victims of sexual abuse. You need to be there on Sunday morning, when my subject on Sunday morning will be, ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, but bump and grind can get you some time. That's going to be my message on Sunday morning. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. That's going to be the message on Sunday morning. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, but bump and grind can get you uh, some time. That's, or it's going to get deep on Sunday morning. I invite you, and I invite each and every one of you to come and be a part of our worship on Sunday morning. You are welcome at the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries, no matter what your sin of choice happens to be. Yeah, because we all sinners saved by grace. So no matter what your sin of choice happen to be, you the liar, you the whoremonger, you the fornicator, you the sissy, you the lesbian. Come on. You're gonna be in good company because it's gonna be some other sinners in the house. Yeah, but that's the subject. Oh, Sunday morning, you need to pack the house Sunday morning. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, because bump and grind can get you some time. All right, we will deal with that on Sunday morning. Congratulations to Shintovia Brown, who Governor Bill Haslam this morning gave her a pardon. Young lady who at age 16 was sentenced to life for murder. She had served 15 years. She was 16 years old, and whatever your reason, and all of you social media lawyers, well, this, that, and that. Hell, she just glad to be free. It had been stated in January, I believe, that she would not be eligible for parole for another 51 years. Governor Haslam, who's leaving office, I believe, on the 19th, saw fit this morning, whatever his reasons, whether they were political or what, we are grateful for the release of this young lady who is 16. And the laws need to change in certain areas dealing with certain things. And I hear that one of the senators-elect, Ramesh Agberry, is looking at legislation, and we'll see what happens. But she will not be released until August. How come she can't get out right now? There is a process, ladies and gentlemen. Even though she has the clemency, she don't. I bet you like hell. She glad to get her ass out in August. She see the end of the rainbow. But there are procedures and there are certain things. Even when you receive a clemency, you do not just walk out the door on that particular day. There are things that have to be done, paperwork that has to be done through the Tennessee Department of Corrections. But again, we thank the governor for whatever his reasons are, and I hope it's just fair and justice that she has been, well, she will be released, but she has received her pardon. Politics is a dirty game. Very dirty game. No matter what city in America you happen to be in, politics is a dirty game, and especially here in the city of Memphis and in the county of Shelby. It's a dirty game. Black folk across the country, you are so used to being called a minority that you have become minority minded even when you are the majority. Here in the city of Memphis, over 72% of the population, and that's the ones they know about, happen to be black folk. Black folk have the right to dominate. We have the right to be in power. We have the right to be the majority on the city council. We have the right to be the majority on the county commission. We have the right to be represented by people that look just like us. You do not have to apologize to white folk for being in power. When white folk had the numbers, they didn't apologize to none of you good Negroes. They didn't tell you, oh, we sorry, we outnumber you, and we're going to create laws to keep us in power. They didn't tell you that. But now that black folk, especially in this city, we happen to have the numbers, white folk, white power brokers are doing every damn thing they can to return us to an apartheid type system. And one of the things that they do, they go and find themselves handkerchief head Negroes, Julius's in our community, ambitious Negroes in our community that sell us out. Boy, you preach it on a Monday night, and I sure enough did preach on yesterday, but I thought I'd save a little bit. I'm tired of you coward ass Negroes. I'm tired of you Negroes that white folk can just say jump, nigga, and you say, ha ha, master, you want me to jump. They can tell you, good nigga, go and catch that ball. Yes, sir, master. All you got to do is throw the ball, and eyes goes to fetch it. You believe whatever the white man tells you. You believe that the white man's water is cola, his Wonder Bread is wonderful. You think that everything that the white man brings to you that is in power, you think is true. Well, I got some information for you tonight, and I brought a guest into the studio tonight to deal with something. Because see, sometimes y'all ain't gonna believe me by myself. See, white folk can convince some of you dumb Negroes of any damn thing. Let me share something with you. This is an election year in city government here in the city of Memphis. White power brokers want to return to power. They're looking for Negroes that they can buy. And some of you Negroes are cheap. Some of you Negroes are so ambitious. Some of you want to be in charge. You want to be elected so damn bad, you will sell out the people in your community. And I say it's time now to cut off the head of snakes in our community. And we got some snakes. Oh, we got some rattlesnakes in the black community. They don't give a damn. They talk blackness, but when it comes down to what they can do for black folk, they don't do a damn thing. Even in one district seat, they trying to put in a homosexual pastor, preacher. I said, well, damn. I believe that's District 6. The city council, the white boys, they are going to try to put in a homosexual preacher. I said, well, damn. Now, if you're homosexual, homosexuals, I promise you to God, I ain't beating up on you. If y'all like it, I love it. Okay? But then you go put minister on there. Then they do a newspaper. His mama a lesbian. I said, now, when I heard about it, I said, now, the son a homosexual, his mama a lesbian. Now, at some point, she had to like a man. At least one time, she had to like a man. But the games are already being played. Here, somebody said, huh? Yeah. The mama a homosexual, the son a homosexual. I don't know how the son, who is a police officer, who said, and both of them said they preachers, Okay. All right. I'll leave that alone for right now. Let me tell you something that is detrimental, and I am going to very much be involved. The Thaddeus Matthews Show is going to be very much involved in the elections, the city elections that are taking place in this city. And when I find a snake, I'm cutting your damn head off. I want you to know I don't give a damn who you are, who your mama is, what school you went to. You could have went to Manassas High School. If you're a snake, I'm going to cut your head off. I'm going to reveal to this community who you in bed with, who is controlling you. Let me tell you something. One of the most dangerous things that happened to us in this past election was this IRV madness. Okay? This IRV, where they're going to be able to take your votes and do whatever they want to do with your votes. The person who has the most votes may not be the winner. The third person that come in. But here's the thing that we have in place on that. Ain't no policies in place as of yet. But let me say this. The IRV, the white folk, they are buying elections all across the country. Steve Mulroy won't come on my show. He'll go on black shows where they're comfortable, where they're politically correct. They ain't gonna call him out for the nothing ass white boy that he is. They ain't gonna call his punk ass out. They're not gonna hit him with facts. They want to be polite because the white man is on the show. I don't give a damn about you being white. And I don't give a damn about you having had negroes either. Last week, Steve Mulroy and the news media wanted to talk about, what is it, $39,000, $40,000 that the city council spent to tell y'all not to vote for that madness. We need instant runoffs. We don't want to go back. Folk ain't gonna go back to the polls. Folk vote for go back to the polls when there is a reason to go back to the polls. And let me share something with black folk in this community. You better get ready this year to go to the poll because white folk have a plan to take over the city council, to take over elected offices in this city. No other black talk show host in this city is going to say the things that I say. Because all the other black folk that's on TV work for white folk. I don't work for nobody but Thaddeus Augustus Matthews. That's who I work for. I'll be 62 years old this year and don't give a damn what a white man thinks about what I say. I don't give a damn what a Negro think about what I say as long as what I say is the truth and I'm standing up for what I believe in. I'm tired of coward-ass folk. I'm tired of coward-ass black men who will not stand up for the things that are right and make our communities a better place. The money that the RV folks spent did not come from Memphis. What you said? Hundreds of thousands of dollars coming from rich white folk in other parts of the country. But your news media will not report it. They got the same damn documents I got in my hand tonight. But they refuse to report where the money came from. I know some of y'all wanted to talk about R. Kelly, but damn R. Kelly, he been peeing on y'all a long damn time. So you all will be used to smelling like pee by now. I'll deal with his peeing ass tomorrow night. But tonight, since we're going to talk about P tomorrow night, let me tell you about some doo-doo that's going on in the city. We got some real doo-doo, some stinky doo-doo that's going on in this city right now. I got paperwork that shows that the money that was spent to promote IRV, none of that money came from Memphis. The big money, the $50,000 and the $100,000, none of that money came from Memphis, Tennessee. So why would folk in New York City, why would folk in Houston, Texas, be concerned about what is going on in Memphis? Because white folk say it, because ain't nobody else gonna say it. Bev Johnson ain't gonna say this. Bobby O.J., he ain't gonna say it because they work for white folk and their checks come from white folk. So they got to do what the white folk tell them to say. The black folk on 3, 5, 13, 24, and 30, they can't say what I'm about to say tonight because the white folk tell them niggas what they can and cannot say. Damn them tonight. Kiss my black ass and call it sweet. Put you some syrup and some strawberries and some ice cream on it and have yourself a meal. I got to tell you about something tonight. How I know that the white folk got what I got? Because the person that gave it to me, who's here in the studio, gave it to Channel 3, Channel 5, Channel 13, 24, and 30. And he was told that they're not going to report this. He was told that the bosses don't want this information out. And here's what I say to black folk who talk about me. I'm the only free press you got in the city. I'm the only free voice that you got in the city. And y'all got the unmitigated gall to we ain't gonna support you because we don't like the way you talk. You need a man that talks like me. You need a man that'll cuss a mother out. You need me. You need a man that's not a coward. You need a man that will speak up for the people. When you are in war, he who controls the communications is the winner. White folk, because you will not support the Thaddeus Matthews show, because he's radical. They control you. They programmed you. They program you. They program you. Let me say it again. They program you to think the way that they want you to think. White folk program you as to who your leaders should be. They program you like they program you with their white Jesus. They program you. They get inside of your head. Just like they are distracting black folk all across America right now with this damn R. Kelly madness. The only thing that we're talking about all across the country is something that we've been talking about for 20 plus years. And tomorrow night, one of the questions I'm going to ask, if the little girls were at R. Kelly's house, where were they sorry-ass mammies at? Why did the mammies let them children go to the house? Pastor, you in the house tonight. I feel bad for them little girls, but you don't feel bad for the little girls here in Memphis, Tennessee that are being sex trafficking. You don't give a damn about Uncle Pookie screwing the little girls, sticking his little finger in the little girls in your family, and you know about it. You gonna get upset about R. Kelly, but you ain't getting upset about Jim Jones in your family, Pookie in your family. You a damn lie. And what is happening in America right now, you are being programmed, you are being distracted from what is really going on in America right now, and y'all falling for the bullshit. Pastor, yeah, when mama then was getting the money from R. Kelly, the mama probably told R. Kelly, you can pee on me too. Pee on me. Do on me for the right price. And I don't want to get into it tomorrow night, but when you start to talk about we ain't going to buy his records, do you understand that he ain't getting the money? No way. This Negro couldn't even read. He couldn't read the contract he signed. He owns nothing. He gets his money from that $125,000 a night he demands to sing. You being distracted from the government being closed and federal employees not getting paid. You're being distracted that as of February 1, y'all ain't gonna get y'all damn EB&T card, your WIC no more. You being distracted that the IRS is closed and y'all probably ain't gonna get your checks till maybe April, May, or June. You are being distracted from what is really going on in this country, and the white man understands that all he got to do is upset you about somebody else black, and he got you. The white man will not tell you about all them sissy-ass priests in the Catholic Church that's screwing the little boys in the booty. The Catholic priests, they won't tell you about that. They do a documentary on R. Kelly, and if he's wrong, he is wrong. But understand, you've been knowing about this for 20 years. Come and do this Instagram thing. Got happy. Start to shout on me over here, Dale. Y'all been knowing he peeing on folk for 20 years. Now y'all upset about the little girls. But you don't give a damn about the little girls in your house and in your family. Kiss my ass. No, we cannot allow ourselves, black America, to be distracted by the plots of white folk in this country. The Pope is the head sissy. What? Lord Jesus, did I just make all you Catholic fall? He the head sissy. Because if the Pope was not the head sissy, he'd have got rid of all of the other sissies in the Catholic Church. Sissies don't hang around a straight men. They hang around other sissies. What? If the Pope ain't the head sissy, then all these other little sissies wouldn't be there. Y'all don't get mad about that. You didn't get mad about Elvis Presley. Did you see the white folk do a documentary? How old was that girl? 14? Jerry Lee Lewis. What was the girl? 10, 11, 12? 13. But white folk create chaos among us and make us feel bad about us. And then they sit back and they laugh at our stupid asses while they put in play the plan that they really got going on. Boy, you up in this house on tonight, and y'all falling out on Facebook. And I even saw some church folk talk about God is a forgiving God, but I don't have to forgive. Then stop taking your black ass to church. If God can't forgive R. Kelly, then God can't forgive you for the sins that you have committed. Yes, if he messing with little girls, his ass supposed to deal with the penalty. But y'all all upset, and y'all ain't saying nothing about them damn mamas that allowed their children to go there. I don't understand. Let me say that for tomorrow night. Let me say that. Mm. Mm. But I'm going to stand on the things that I believe in and things I know that is right. I don't give a damn who don't agree with me. And I'm not going to agree with black folk just because you want to be mad at R. Kelly, but you know you got an uncle that you can't even let come to the barbecue. You can't, y'all fix him a plate and tell him, Uncle Robert, y'all, Uncle Junebug, y'all go sit over there now. Don't let none of them children go around. Y'all sweep what goes on in your families under the rug, but you read it today because the white man came out with a documentary against R. Kelly with information that ain't brand new, but with old information. And now everybody, all you black folk upset. And next month, y'all ain't gonna have no eat B&T card, no eating better today card. How y'all gonna eat? Y'all ain't gonna eat better because there is no plan being put in place for your survival because your mind has been detracted on something that is totally out of sync with what is going on. All right. You white folk in this city that's power brokers, I know y'all hate me. I don't give a damn. I swear for God and chicken gravy. Giblet gravy. I don't care about y'all being upset. Ain't a damn thing you can do but be upset. I don't drink and drive. I don't smoke no dope. So you ain't gonna catch nothing on me. I ain't gonna do nothing stupid. Now I will protect the hell out of my ass, because I ain't got but one ass, and to thine own ass be true. Now I'm gonna take this black ass I got. I'm gonna protect it. But the greatest fear of that bigoted white boy, the greatest fear of that bigoted white power broker is a nigga like me who don't give a damn about what you think and what you say, and that I ain't gotta wait and collect your damn check. I ain't gonna scratch this big old pretty bald head of mine unless it's itching. I ain't gonna dance unless it's a nice blues song. No, I ain't. In fact, get what's that boy's name? Courtney Little ready. I got some guests coming that's gonna show up too. I thought I sent both of the videos over. No, put the other one on. The other one. Put the other one on while we get ready to change the set, and I'm gonna bring my guests up and let my guests tell you about how he gave some information to the press about this. Yeah. And the press said, we can't do that. We can't report that. We don't want the black folk to know about this. We want to divert their attention. And I still invite Steve Monroe, you still got an open invitation. Come by yourself into my studio, me and you. It's some games gonna be played this year. It's some games. It's some games. I'm inviting folks to the city council chambers. Now, if y'all really want to see some games at its best, you be in the city council chambers on tomorrow, and you watch what Berlin Boyd does tomorrow. And isn't it convenient that Rhonda Logan all of a sudden had to report today to jury duty? Isn't it convenient that they're trying to keep her from coming before the city council again? I'm going to be involved in the city council races. I just have made up my mind. But any of you candidates out there that I catch being supported by the IRV and them white boys, I'm coming at your ass. I'm going to cut your balls off. I'm castrating all you coward ass black folk that's going to allow white folk to manipulate you. I'm coming at your ass, and if you ain't got no balls, I'm going to cut your damn head off, and I'm going to do the R. Kelly. I'm going to piss down your throat. It is time now that we stand up in the black community and do the right thing and don't give a damn who we piss off or piss on. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Shabba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Hey, Sunday evening, the place to be is the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries Gymnasium. It's going to be Soulful Sundays. I got some friends that's going to stop out. One of the guys, I thought I had his video in. I thought I sent it. Miss Debbie said she didn't get it. So I'm going to have to send his on tomorrow. And that's my good friend, the Marquis of Soul. He going to come by tomorrow and saying, Sunday evening and say, your daddy, I got something for you, baby. Wait a minute. He gonna come by. Let me see if I got it. Wait a minute. I had him live. Ooh, wait a minute. I know I got him. I know. He gonna come by and sing. You ready? Yeah, we ready, Marquis. What you said, Marquis? He said he gonna stop by. Oh! Come on, Marquis. What you said, Marquis? Woo! He got a lighter here I really love. What you said, Marquis? Woo! Sing, boy. Can I be your daddy, baby? Oh! Woo. Let me be your daddy. Spank you, baby. Woo! Ha 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 ha. Oh, yeah. That's my good friend. That's the Marquis of Soul. He's going to stop by on Sunday evening, 3 p.m. It's from 3 until 6 o'clock. I think I'll say that other tape to after I get through talking to Brother Foe. I got another friend of mine who told me he going to stop by as well. Look, let me tell you something. It's $10, going to start at 3 o'clock. It's going to be every Sunday evening. It's a grown folk affair. Look, Sunday is my friend's day. I'm just making it a friend's day. I want everybody to come on Sunday morning. If you my friend, and especially you women who have been victims of sexual abuse, because my sermon title Sunday morning is, it ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind but bump and grind will get you some time. That's going to be the message on Sunday morning. We're going to talk about some of them folk in the Bible who went through the same thing that you little girls are going through. Will you come? And look, I don't care if you're a sissy. I don't care whether you are a liar, a backbiter, the lesbian, whatever your sin of choice happens to be, you need to be in the house with me on Sunday morning. I'm going to play my other friend that's going to stop by in just a little bit. Let me take a commercial break. Then when I come back, the man that gave all of the information to the media and knows what is going on, my good friend, Commissioner Ed Ford Jr., right after these commercial messages. Your daddy, I got something for you, baby. Your daddy, oh, I got something for you, baby. You my heifer, I'm your bull. When you talk about a little push and pull, what? Woo. Your daddy. That ain't what I said.
I know, that ain't it. That's why I didn't remember what you said. That's why I said I had a question. But
Where
yeah.
your sins, what did I say? You made me forget what I said. Come to naked truth liberate where your sin of choice. Hey, what did I say, Dale?
You said something about saying a choice.
I know. You didn't write down what I said?
No, I was writing something else down. You did this.
You must have been thinking about your sin of choice.
I might have been. Give my phone.
Hush!
Junior, come on up here with your friend.
Come on, Ed Ford. Your daddy. Can I be your daddy, baby?
Lights. So we went to the small lights now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we done got all professional.
I see.
Your daddy. What is it? The tour I tell you what bitch bye.
She gone.
Is she already
She
gone?
already gone.
What was she saying?
She didn't want you to talk about R. Kelly bullshit.
She didn't want me to talk about it.
Why you cussing? Why you simple stuff that she ain't got no control over? She was gone before I came up there. They just didn't know. I don't make the announcements. They're just gone.
No, it was Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment, Miss where you're welcome no matter what your sin of choice happens to be. Write it down while I'm thinking about
Write it down now.
Oh, let's see who needs to go here on Instagram while I'm here. Your daddy. Do I ever preach? Can we get a motherfucker? I gave you a word. If you don't like the word I gave you, in fact, bitch, bye. Did you get that word?
Be right.
See, I don't know what y'all think the word is. Somebody said, shut the fuck up. All right, repost, man. You gone to. fuck you in this page. No, bless. And you got a name like, no, I got a blessing for you. Bitch, bye. Fuck you in this page. No, bitch, bye. You the bitch on the page. Oh, you gone too. Let's see. Blessed. She's a blessed bitch. But she's a gone bitch. All right. Light out the gang line. Your motherfucking ass gone too. All right. All right. I ain't gonna keep you long, Junior.
You good.
Fake $100 bills circulating in Mid-South City. That was down in Corinth, Mississippi, I think. Thirty seconds, all right. Your daddy, your daddy. Boy, that song would just stay in your head, well.
Yes.
I don't know how to do this one.
Commercial shows up. I see your commercial show up right there.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. With me, my good friend, County Commissioner Edmund Ford Jr. Junior, what's going on, man?
I'm good, Thaddeus. Happy New Year and all that good stuff.
Well,
As you get the,
yeah.
I like your new mics.
You like the new mics?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they. All right, you got them good, T?
Hello.
All right, yeah.
All right.
Ed,
Yes, sir.
we have been talking about this whole IRV situation for several months now.
Mhm.
And we see that it's gotten paid. Well, not paid, but it got through. But when we look at the financial disclosures, and there was a lot of conversation last week from Steve Morroy and the IRV
Mhm.
that was talking about the money that the city council spent.
Right.
Was it $40,000?
$40,000.
$40,000, and
Mhm.
you were on the council when that was done.
Right.
The $40,000 was spent for what purpose?
Public information campaign to offset the propaganda that the IRV folks put out.
Okay, and they spent money to counter what was going out as far as the city council and those of us who were saying that the IRV was not the best thing for the instant runoff, was not the best thing for black folk. And can you define again for the community why the IRV instant runoff is not the best thing for black folk in this city? And I want to remind those of you who watch me around the country, this very same thing is being done in many other cities around the country. What's the reason that it is not best for black folk in the city of Memphis?
To make it easy, that is, it disenfranchises people. And when you look at the data, regardless of what the other side may say, it's not one person, one vote. You're letting a mechanism, an algorithm, basically pick who your next elected official is.
Okay.
And when you look at what other cities that have repealed it have done, you had judges, you had council members, you had other people who came in first. If you look at whoever got the most votes. But when IRV was put in place, you had a situation in California where somebody in third ended up winning after only getting about 11%.
Okay.
But 53% of the votes got thrown away in order for that person to actually win. You just had another situation recently up northeast where somebody came in first place, but they lost to somebody in second place. But at the end of the day, my thing is, we really don't have a broken system. But I do want to mention something that you mentioned before. Now, IRV is not going to be able to be implemented unless, and this came from the election commissioner, unless the city council or the General Assembly in Nashville passes policy. So
Right.
that's probably what they're going to be trying to do next.
So, but doesn't the state legislators have to deal with it before the council does?
Right now, when you go back and look at the legal opinion that the state of Tennessee gave in September of 2017, it stated that it was not permitted. However, the same thing has happened in other cities to where the playbook shows that what they'll do is they'll try to force it on Memphis, whether it's through legal, whether it's through a judge or something like that. But I think the viewer, the listener, needs to know that everything that they have seen on the news is only one-sided. And the problem with that is the media at large had information from the other side. Like, let's just say this, for example. Let's say that you got a campaign and you know somebody is getting over $100,000 worth of money, but all that money is coming from outside of the city. That's something that people need to know, especially if I know plenty of progressives, they call themselves progressives. They don't want money in their elections. They don't want dark money in their elections. They don't want outside money in their elections. But that's exactly what happened in this election. And then you got folks saying that, well, he's just making excuses because the votes did not go in his favor. No, the problem is there was no full disclosure on what the other side was doing. But there could have been, Thaddeus, but unfortunately, as you said, your 3, 5, 13, 24, and 30, they simply refused to give that information. And this is the information I'm talking about, not just the disclosure. But go ahead.
Let's deal with this, and then we're going to go back to what the local media told you.
Sure.
We have a copy of the campaign financial disclosure statements from the Save Our IRV that showed that the balance on hand when they made this report, and this was a report that was made 10/1/18. Now, we do not have the previous disclosures,
Right.
and for some reason it does not show up in the database of the Shelby County Election Commission where it should show up if there has been a campaign financial disclosure, which the law mandates. It should be there. But it shows that on 10/1 they had $62,288, but the total receipts for this period was $145,285. Their disbursements were $199,394.
Right.
When
26 days.
In 26 days. When you look at the monies that came in locally, David Weatherspoon, $50. The Fair Vote, well, this is out of Tacoma Park, Maryland, $500. Then you got Christine Todd, $150. She's a teacher and community ministries coordinator at Calvary Baptist Church. Voters' Choice out of Boston, Massachusetts, gave $1,500. James somebody, Gillian,
Gillian.
who is an employee, he's an attorney with Diversified Trust, gave $200.
We're getting to the big stuff soon, I know.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the big stuff. William somebody, out of New York City, president of the Centennial Capital Management in New York City, gave $25,000.
Yep.
That's in New York. Then you get a guy here, Robert Wyatt, $250. He's a doctor at Labana. Then you got Jody Wilson. They'll come deal with this for me. Jody Wilson, who's an attorney employed at the University of Memphis, where Mulroy is.
He's not there anymore.
Who's not?
Mulroy.
I keep hearing some rumors about the reason that Mulroy is not at the University of
Not
Memphis.
there anymore.
And I wish I could get my hands on the documentation. It is alleged, let me put that word there, it is alleged that there was some sexual improprieties that took place. It's alleged. I didn't say it as fact, because you're dealing with an attorney. But Jody Wilson, $250. Sam Belch, $250. These are the attorneys here. Richard Krugler, I don't know whether he's here or not, $300. Then we go all the way to Houston, Texas, $60,000 from Action Now Initiative, which is ran by John Arnold. $60,000. Why would a white man in Houston, Texas, send $60,000 to the city of Memphis?
That's just one check. There's a second one.
Yeah. Then you got U.S. Term Limits, which is a lobbying firm, $10,000 out of Washington, D.C. Then he sends another check, the same John Arnold, a $40,000 check. That's $100,000. Okay. Then you got another $5,000 out of Save. I don't know what the Save RV Incorporated. When we look at this, Junior, it goes back to what I'm saying. It seems as though there are white folk outside of Memphis that paid for the information to be dispersed about the IRV instant runoff. What would be the interest of white folk outside of Memphis on what's happening here?
If you go back and look at where IRV has been of interest in other cities, you'll see the same people giving the same amount of money, if not more. So this is not just happening, or just happened in Memphis, Tennessee. This happened in other cities.
So what we have here, we have one particular set of people who are trying to dominate elections and who's elected to offices across the country. Okay? And this is what is going on in Memphis. I will not support any candidate that is being pushed by the IRV. And I'm going to publicly come out against any candidate who is receiving IRV money. Because, and see, when I look at even what they spent money out on, they bought TV, they bought radio, but I only see one black person on here that got some money. Okay? Only, the white folk only gave one Negro some money. One! And they gave this Negro $20,370 for poll workers. Okay? And that's a Negro by the name of LeMichael Wilson. LeMichael Wilson. LeMichael Wilson. LeMichael Wilson. LeMichael Wilson. Oh! LeMichael Wilson. That's the Negro that nobody's ever heard of that has decided that he's going to run for mayor of the city of Memphis. Wait a minute, Junior.
Mhm.
He's the only Negro that the IRB, when you look at their list of who they gave some money and spent some money, Lee Michael Wilson, the only Negro that got $20,000. He's running for mayor. Nobody ever heard of him. We don't know nothing about anything that LaMichael Wilson has done. When you look at his Facebook page, when he's trying to do this, you only get 3, 4 folk that's responded to him on his page. Is this the Negro that white folk are going to put into the race for mayor? He's black. Give him some crumbs that fall from the table and make him the rabbit candidate and try to split some votes. Is this the Judas that the white folk have hand-picked? I look at all these other names and businesses. I don't see nobody else black on here. No. Unless Ralph McGee, who was a courier service, he didn't give a $315. iHeartRadio, we know that ain't. Antonio Lightfoot, he did a little printing. He might be a colored. He didn't give $178. No. But why this Negro receive? Okay, wait a minute. Why did this Negro here, Dale, come fix this? That's what the lady said. You always call him Dale to fix them. The page timed down and I hit the wrong thing as I'm setting up here. LaMichael Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, is not somebody, and I'm already going to say it, is not somebody that black folk can trust. He who all the white folk is behind is the Negro that we cannot trust in our community. White folks don't care now. They'll find one of you happy-go-lucky Negroes and do nothing, and do something. So are we saying then that the RRB propaganda, the promotion, or the election, are we saying that it was bought and paid for by people outside of the city?
Well, let me go ahead and break it down for you. So, first of all, we got $60,000 where we still don't know where that money came from. So there's still some documentation out there where that $60,000, and I've already asked Linda Phillips to give me that information. So if you go back to the first page, and it's right here in black and white. So they got their treasurer on the 21st of September.
Okay.
The reporting period started October 1st. That's
Okay.
10 days.
Right.
So in 10 days, they already got $60,000 in 10 days. Let's get the documentation so we can see from where.
So what is Linda Phillips saying?
She said she's going to find it for me. I emailed her, so I didn't get a response back today, so I'll have to get back with her again tomorrow. But I definitely need to know that, and then the disclosure for this last period is not due yet.
Okay.
But we need to look at that as well. So we have in front of us $200,000. If we go back to your question, 94% of it was raised outside of Memphis. 85% of that, as you mentioned, a gentleman from New York and a gentleman from Houston, Texas, 2 people, 85% of the money. How many people do you see in that document that were black, that were disclosed, that gave money, not received, but gave?
None.
That's my point. So it's not like what Mr. Mulroy said in the Tri-State Defender the other day, talking about where we're just making excuses. No, the problem is there's no real disclosure. And I have a real issue with the media on that, because it wasn't this document, but it was something in October that was sent to the DA's office. What I have right here is the complaint of violations of Tennessee campaign finance laws. And this was brought to the DA the first week of October. It was 4 women that complained, 4 Memphians, because they believed that there was dark money involved, people were not disclosing, and then remember on your show, there were misleading ads that were put out there as well. So those 4 ladies filed complaints. The 2 of the ladies that are in my district gave me a copy of the complaint, and they wanted me to get this to the media. Well, I wrote down who I gave it to. And it's unfortunate that, and anybody that's listening, they're probably like, why didn't we know about this? Well, the media, in my eyes, decided to only talk about one particular issue. As you mentioned before, they kept talking about the $39,000 and $40,000 that the city council in public, without being behind closed doors, passed in order to offset this. But they didn't want to talk about the $200,000 that the other group raised, and 94% of it came from 94% of it came from outside the city, and 85% of it came from 2 people. So I gave it to people like Mike Matthews on October the 9th, but he said, unfortunately, the people at his station wouldn't run it. I gave it to Greg Coy at one of the commission meetings on October the 15th. His words, my bosses will not run this, unfortunately. I give it to Susan Allen Thorne. She tells me, well, you know, I'll see about the Sunday show. You know, Otis Sanford's going to do the Sunday show. I said, never mind, forget it. That's like you giving Stephen from Django the documentation.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Okay.
And then I gave it to Joyce Peterson of Channel 5, and she decided, no, we're not going to run this either. So my question is, why did the media not want to run this side? And then, furthermore, I owe it to my constituents to tell them what's going on in their backyard. And no person is going to tell me how I need to say something or what I need to say. So it's interesting that all those news stations, 3, 5, 13, 24, and 30, every time I got closer to the truth and finding out about things that people could easily say is corruption, the only thing that came out of the media's mouth was, when are you resigning? So that was interesting. So when I started finding information, it was, when is he going to resign?
And it's interesting that, and most people didn't understand the fact that you did not have to resign
until the 90-day period was over.
Right, and the charter of the city of Memphis that you were under,
right,
and Janice and Mr. Morrison as well,
and no rules were broken.
Right,
this is breaking rules.
Yeah, you were able to work as a city council person and as a commissioner for 90 days after you're like, that's what the rules say.
And that is,
and you didn't create the rules.
No, but you know what? During those 90 days, I kept finding out information about what was going on. The same information that you and only one other source decided to put out there. I remember when you had these in front of you, and nobody wanted to talk about it. But it's interesting that the media, the local media that we have, every time I mentioned that something was going on that did not reflect the best interest of the city, their story was, when are you going to resign? Then when I got real close to showing that, hey, we might have a legal case here, it changed from, when are you going to resign to, you need to resign. So I must have been saying something right, because at the end of the day, I kept telling the people in my community what was going on, and I will still continue to do that. As a matter of fact, there's a hearing about all of this that's going to be in Nashville this week, and I sincerely hope they look at all of the facts, since our media can't do it, unfortunately. But my thing is, I would tell anybody that is watching or listening that is in Memphis, remember, this is the same media that makes it their business, the first 15 minutes of 3, 5, 13, 24, and 30, who robbed who shot who, and they barely have enough time to put the sports and the weather. I'm surprised it hasn't gotten to a point where they tell you just look outside to see what the weather is, and then they tell you the Grizzlies score very quickly, and they say, okay, back to the nonsense. You got one station, they would go find, and it's funny because I actually watched it the other day. When they have stopped finding the robbing and the killing and shooting in Memphis, they'll go show another city just to keep in the same scope.
Well,
There is
an organized movement among white media to keep the negatives out. And yes, black folk got some negatives, but damn, white folk ought to be doing something somewhere, okay? But there is an organized brainwashing that takes place with white-owned media that keeps nothing before black folk but negatives about us, so that we always think negative about each other. That is a programming that media does. And the reason that white controlled media does not want this type of information out is because they want to continue black folk in the miseducation that we are used to getting. But this show, we're going to keep on telling it just like it is, because this is the one show they do not control. Oh, how they wished that they could, but it's not going to happen.
No.
So go
I
go
was
ahead.
say
Jay.
one other thing happened. It's interesting. So I got a new position. I'm the senior financial literacy coordinator for the city, and it's a great job. I'm helping people as far as bringing up the credit scores and trying to get that first house and whatnot. So we were supposed to be on one of the local stations. Now, I had some concern about being on one of the local stations, and I was like, how do you know they're not going to flip the script on live TV and start talking about nonsense? Well, I found out that the producer of Amy Sparopoulos' show wanted not to talk about this because I'm helping out too many people, so that's not important. It was brought to my attention that they were going to flip the script and start talking about old 2018 nonsense about me holding two positions and why I didn't resign. So I will not be on that show on Wednesday because I do not need that outlet to get out my message on how to help folks.
Well, you're always welcome here on this particular show. And what does your new position entail, Jay?
Okay, well, I got a 90-day curriculum that deals with financial literacy, and just to give you an idea of what we're doing, January, February, March. January, we're going to be talking about how to fix your credit, how to establish credit and whatnot, how to fight the creditors. If you got people that are calling you saying that they owe you, but the statute of limitations is already expired, there are things that you can do in order to bring your credit up. I went from a 500 to an 805, so I learned the rules of the game, so I want other people to learn the rules of the game also. We will also have people from the NACA program that will be coming in, so if anybody's tired of renting and they want to buy a house, the NACA program is one to where as long as you're a registered voter, you qualify as far as making sure that you know how to pay your bills on time, et cetera, et cetera. The incentive is there's no money down, no closing costs, but there are a few things that you have to do. That's January. February, and this is a good thing for sixth graders all the way up, I'm showing them how to invest in the stock market early. We're doing some things, we did some things at Bellevue Middle last month to where there were 100 young men who got interested in learning how to invest in the stock market. We also we also got a collaboration with School Seed where I just got that information today, but there's over 1,000 people, mostly seniors, that we have served, and we found about $9 million worth of scholarship money for our youth, which is a good thing. So I'm already doing that particular work. And then lastly, we're going to be talking about life insurance, wills, why it's important to make sure that if you have a job, if there's free money involved, make sure that you maximize that money. So I just want to make sure that people know the rules of the game so that if we are looking at promoting financial literacy in a city that has a 30% poverty rate, this is not just for the person that's making $35,000, $40,000 a year. I want to help the people that are making $9, $10 an hour as well. So all of those components, it will be at the library. We're going to have a big blast about when you can come, and we're doing this every 90 days. So let's say somebody misses the credit part, where we're going to start it back over again so that we can continue doing this so that we can promote the quality of life for all members.
Okay. All right, Commissioner Ed Ford, and now you know that your media programs, and I guess that's the reason it's called television programming. You're programmed to think what the media wants you to think. You're programmed to think that black folk are no good because your news media always plays for you nothing but the negatives about black folk. Yes, there are
That's
some
my
negatives, but when are we going to see the positives? You're not, because they cannot control you. They can't keep you in their cage if they give you positive information about yourself. That's the reason that the Thaddeus Matthews TV show is so very important. Thank you, young Mr. Foe. Take your daddy. I said hello. Is he gonna be at the council meeting tomorrow?
He'll be there. I gotta work until after 5, so I'll be there after the fact. And just for those that are watching and listening, if you're not able to come to the first session where I'll be talking about credit, I will be taping it so that it can be on YouTube. I might even do like what you're doing here and put it on live so that people can understand that the rules to the game. Everybody's not going to teach us those rules, but I want to be that person that can teach us those rules. So if you got a 500 credit score, let me show you the rules of the game so that you can get up to a 700 or 800, and then you'll be able to get that loan or get that car, get that house, so that you can be in the best situation there is.
Okay. All right, Edmund Ford, Commissioner, Shelby County. I call him Junior because, hell, I remember when the boy was born.
When I had hair on my head.
Yeah, when you had hair on your
I don't have it now. Well, I'm not in the school system anymore, so it might grow back.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're not teaching at Central High School.
No.
They gonna give you your money back?
That's another story at another time, but we'll see what happens on that. I do miss my students. I told them to go ahead and follow me on Instagram. They're the reason why I put an Instagram account together, but I told them that I still want them to keep on learning as far as what I taught them, because I even taught them how to start credit. There's one student I'm working on, he's already started. He got his first credit card, and he has a job, and he wants to go ahead and be that person. So by the time he graduates, he'll have some money in the bank, a great credit score, and his parents trust me 100% in getting him on the right track.
Well, it's called economic empowerment. All right, County Commissioner Ed Ford Jr. We'll be back right after these commercial messages. All right, Julia. Ooh.
And then we'll get together on the routing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, because we'll definitely make it happen.
Okay. Okay.
You got that. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm on the, what do we need to know about you?
So you've seen the movie Django, that's why you were laughing. I said what I said.
You don't want no smoking. Who the fuck are you? Man, fuck you. Let me check out my video. Motherfucker, you gonna make your motherfucking ass a star on a star show? Man, fuck you in the wound you slimed up out of.
Slimed.
Yeah, he slimed.
Slide.
He slimed on out of here too.
I guess I'll go watch the Alabama Clemson game. Yeah, I'll be down there after I finish work.
We'll probably do. The little girl's studio.
All right, let's see who else needs to go besides. When we come back, have that other video ready for me. I'm gonna talk into it though.
Okay.
Do I need to move?
No.
Man, what do you think about, okay, motherfucker, you late. I already talked about R. Kelly for tonight.
Thanks, Dad.
Somebody asked me why I'm not watching the game. Motherfucker, I'm working. I don't
They
get
really
paid for no
think- they
football.
really-
What you doing? What happened?
I just turned off his mic.
Oh, okay.
They really
Cause I
think
got
he just-
static in my ear now.
Okay.
They really think he just chilling. He ain't doing, that he not at work. Why come you can't talk into the camera? Talk closer to the tablet. Like this is a damn TV show.
Oh, now it's popping in my ear.
We good with that?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
Did it stop?
We'll get on back.
Huh?
He said it's popping.
No, I don't hear nothing either, but
Okay.
I don't need to, I ain't supposed to get nothing.
We don't do some- There was somebody that put up, I don't know the statute of limitations on stuff like this. So somebody can come up and after 7 years. Yeah, 7 years. Yeah, can't do it.
I said, what you see?
Sure if you're interested.
That's it. I might need one of them little houses.
It's gotta be the first house in the main house.
It will.
Okay. I see y'all later.
You know, I's not married no more.
I see y'all later.
All right,
All right,
take care.
good.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see who else needs to go. What do you think about R. Kelly? I'm working. Your daddy gone. Kick somewhere you go. How many more?
I thought you were calling.
Hmm?
I thought you were calling. That's why I looked over there.
Your dad. Boy, I'm just.
Oh, God.
Ten seconds. All right. Well, let's do the damn. And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Thank you so very much, my good friend, a longtime friend, Ed Ford Jr. was here. I invite you Sunday morning to be my guest. Will you come be my guest? It's Communion Sunday as well. We do our communion on the second Sunday. And we serve real wine. We don't serve no Welch's. We serve real wine, and our cup's about that big. I think we call it. It's probably a shot glass, ain't it, Dale? We serve real wine, so we invite you to be there on Sunday morning. I'm going to be dealing with sexual abuse, and I'm dealing with all of this madness that y'all want to talk about. R. Kelly, about. I'm going to deal with it on air tomorrow night. But I'm going to deal with it on Sunday from a scriptorial point of view and let you know that sexual abuse is not something that is new. Sunday morning's message is entitled, Ain't Nothing Wrong with a Little Bump and Grind, but that bump and grind can get you some time. That's going to be the message on Sunday morning. Those of you around the country, you'll be able to watch it only on the Thaddeus Matthews Facebook page, Thaddeus A. Matthews Facebook page, or the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Facebook page. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, but that little bump and grind can get you some time. Not only time in jail, but time in hell. Time in an encaged spot in your head. We'll talk about all of that on Sunday. I invite you. Will y'all come and be my guest? Come on, you welcome no matter what your sin of choice happens to be. You're welcome. There is no dress code. If you ain't got nothing but some jank, now I'm gonna be sharp because I'm sharp every day. That's a lifestyle for me. And one of these days I'm gonna come in on Sunday morning with nothing but some blue jeans on. Do I even own a pair? But y'all come on and be with us. So, will you come and be my guest? You've heard, can he preach? Child, go back and look at yesterday's message and see if I can preach or not. It was entitled yesterday, Be Careful Who You Leave for Dead. Yeah, come on. And that was a powerful message on yesterday. This is going to be a powerful one Sunday. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, like a little bump and grind myself. But the wrong bump and grind can get you some time. I'm going to deal with sexual abuse. I'm going to deal with Tamar, not Braxton, who her brother Amon raped. I might even go back and talk about Noah. Didn't Noah's daughters take his stuff? Got their daddy drunk and took his stuff. I may even go back and Ammon was the son of David. But David wasn't pure. David sexually abused Bathsheba. Huh? Yeah, it was abuse. David knew that she was a married woman when he laid down with her. It got so good to David that David didn't pull out. He didn't put no condom on. He got his soldier's wife pregnant. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, but David, bump and grind will get you some time. I'm gonna preach that thing on Sunday morning. I invite you to come. If you are a victim of sexual abuse, you need to come and hear this message. But you need to also come because we're going to ask that you begin to understand that it was not your fault and that you should not allow the demon that sexually abused you to keep you in a living hell. We'll talk about that on Sunday. And then stay around because about 3 o'clock, we're going to get down. It's going to be some grown folks music. Some grown folk. We're going to play the blues. I'll play the blues for you. Oh, yeah, it's going to be funky up in the auditorium on Sunday evening, every Sunday evening. This is the first Sunday that we're doing this, but we're going to be doing this every Sunday evening. You need to be there on this Sunday. Nothing but a blues party, y'all. We're going to start them blues. We're going to have a dance floor. Oh! And you feel real good. Come on over. What you gonna do, Albert? I'll play them. It's gonna be a funky. Antrell! One of my members sung this during church yesterday. What did you say, Antrell? People in high. Sunday evening, the admission is only $10. We're going to have some hot wings and things. I ain't serving no liquor, but we're going to serve you some ice. Going to have you some cups and some setups. You need to be there. Courtney Little and his band will be there with that big booty girl. If she ain't there, bring your big booty on. Oh! What you said, Bobby Blue? Members on. What kind of party is it? Ooh. Do what? You do not want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. This Sunday evening, 3 o'clock. Come on, come on. Good blues music. Nothing but good blues music. Dance floor. The tables. We got some tables that you put your friends at. $100 a table. And you're going to get a free setup. Or just pay that $10 and sit on out there in the chairs. What you said, Luther? Oh, but long as I got you by, I don't care what your people say. What about your friends? What you say, man? Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a ball. It's gonna be a ball, y'all. Make me think about my radio days. Oh! Who you holding? Look, put it on your calendar right now, 3 p.m. All of the $10 go for the financing of the church. The tithes and the offerings ain't doing it, baby. We got to be innovative. Woo. Oh, take me back.
Everybody claims that they want the best things out of life. But not everyone wanna go through the toils, right?
No.
This particular fella walks around all day long saying,
What you say?
Mary, hippie, life no sleeping sheep. Life don't bug him, 'cause he thinks he's happy.
Ooh.
He never worries about nothing in particular. Ooh, he might even sell free press on sunset.
Oh.
I like to help a man when he's down, but I can't help him much when he's sleeping on the ground. It's like a bottle in water, and just flow through life. Walks around all day long singing this song.
It's gonna get so good with the blues. It's gonna get so good with the blues. I'm gonna go way back. Come on, come on. Oh, that's the other version. Let me go here. Let me go here. Because y'all want to talk on that.
Give me another. You heard it? Want another one?
Yeah, one another one. This is the blues, y'all. No, girl.
She was standing there with my man.
No, she wasn't.
I heard them promise till death do us part. Each word was a pain in my heart. All I could do was cry.
Y'all need to be there. Y'all need to be there. Y'all need to be there. Put it on your calendar right now. Sunday evening, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 8 to 10 o'clock at midnight. It's a grown folks affair. Bring your grown ass on into the house, in the gymnasium. Oh! Ooh.
Everybody's gonna straighten out something.
You mad at somebody? Come on Sunday evening and straighten it out.
How old you are, how
All
young
right,
you are.
stop, boy. Stop. I got some friends of mine. You heard Marquis of Soul. He stopped by. You got that thing ready for me? I got another friend of mine who said he go stop by and sing. This folk quitting to get up. I got another friend that's gonna come by and do a little singing for me. Roll that tape for me. Let me hear it in my ear. Put that Betty. It ain't Betty White, baby. It's Betty Wright. Betty White is that old white woman. Turn up a little bit in my ear. You want me to show you how petty I can be and to take you off? I'm broke as hell. All right, y'all can't hear it on Instagram, can you? They can only hear this on the TV. Broke as hell. Get Courtney ready next. Get Courtney's tape ready next. On.
Like,
I'll have Courtney ready.
okay. You coming back?
No. I don't know how y'all gonna get it, baby. It's going straight out through the board. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and then do Courtney. No. And that's my good friend. That's Mr. Sam. Mr. Sam gonna stop by on Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to be there. This is something that I had to come up with, because it's killing me. Hallelujah. But we're gonna have a grown folk. Look, ain't nothing wrong with grown folk enjoying themselves. You ain't gonna go to hell cause you listening to the blues. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Courtney Little is the feature every Sunday. And you talking about somebody that can sing, the Cougar Hunter can sing. And look, by the way, Courtney gonna be here Friday night, and we're gonna be talking about cougars. We're gonna be talking about young men, older women. That's gonna be the thing on Friday night. The Cougar Hunter is going to be in the house on Friday night. Now, I hope he got that old big booty girl with, but just in case he ain't got his big booty girl, bring your big booty self. Come, glory. Bring your big booty self on into the place. We in the gymnasium. It's in the rear of the church. Plenty of parking. We're gonna start with the hot wings and stuff, and the rotel and the hot dogs and stuff about 1 o'clock. So when y'all get out to church and you don't feel like going to the house because you may take a nap, we're going to even have, is it a football game up? We're going to set that thing up there with the projector thing.
We can.
We're going to set the projector thing up and have some football going on at the same time. We're going to have a live DJ. Dance floor is already there. You want to purchase a whole table? Let's be hush about. You want to look. You want to have a whole table. The table ain't but $100, $10 admission. Look, tell you what. On this Sunday night, you buy a table. Your setups is absolutely on me. Okay. If you buy a table, how many tables we got set up?
6.
6 tables. I'll get some more if I need to. All your setups on me. Okay. Call the church on tomorrow. I got 6 minutes. I ain't got but 6 minutes.
That'd be fresh on your own.
That's all I got. Okay. Courtney ain't about 3 minutes, though, is it? He about 4. I gotta say all this. Y'all need to go when y'all get through. Blessed be the tide that binds. Y'all come on. About 1 o'clock. Or you just come on the morning service. Come on and be there with us. Because I told you, I'm gonna preach Sunday morning to all you women that son had some sexual abuse. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, but a little bump and grind can get you some time. If the bump and grind ain't did the right way. Holla! Ooh, y'all need to come. I just feel like we're gonna have a good time on Sunday. Will y'all come and be my guest? We're gonna be doing this damn thing every Sunday evening. Let your hair down, take your weave off, and set it on the side. Just pick that nasty stuff up and take it with you when you leave. Look, my boy, Courtney Little is going to be the featured artist every Sunday. I hope some friends of mine will drop in on Sunday. If not, this boy can do it all by himself. The one, the only one of the greatest singers in the city of Memphis. His name be Courtney Little. Let me hear it in my ear. Nina, I'm going to be looking for you and your husband now. Lord, that ass on that girl. Nah.
Bless you. Bless you again.
Ooh,
Is it dusty in there?
I got something in my nose. Mm. You wish you could fly down, baby, just catch an airplane. No, you ain't gonna have your henny. Can I get a little bit? Oh. Jessica Williams says she needs to meet her. All right then, girl. If that's your thing, baby, do it.
Bless you again.
Yes, the music playing. Y'all can't hear it. Y'all can't hear that either, so. Well, oh well. The more you go, this old ass nigga take your woman for 20 seconds. I'm the cougar. I'm the cougar. Oh, I used to be a cougar hunter. Hell, I want kittens now. What I look like when I was a young man in my 20s, I like a woman 40. Well, hell, I like women in their 40s now. Who? But I mean, I like women 20 years older than me. But I'll be 62 this year. I know I don't look it. Y'all like this this beard I'm growing? Look, 20 years in the future now would be 82. What the hell we gonna do? Oh, Jesus. Ooh, Jesus. No, baby. Mm-mm. But the Cougar Hunter will be here in the house live on Friday night as we'll be talking about young men, older women. Y'all come on and be here with me. Hey, don't forget, Quick Cash Taxes is professional tax preparers, and they specialize in W-2 import. Well, let me cut some of that. Because right now, with the government being closed, Donald Trump, look, you girls has been getting them, and y'all know y'all wasn't supposed to be getting them damn taxes, no, because y'all wasn't doing the damn thing. Y'all do know right now, y'all ain't finna get nothing. Them self-employed peoples, that's the hair cutters, the grass cutters, the babysitters, and the mobile car washers. Y'all can't do nothing right now because you got to have a W-2 form, okay? Y'all might not get no checks until this summer sometime. Y'all might get y'all checks just in time to buy some damn school supplies so y'all ass ain't gotta be begging. Ain't the Lord good? Won't he do it? Yeah. Hey, glory. Yeah. Y'all, ooh, ain't God good? Y'all cause y'all ain't got this money this time of year. Y'all ain't got no money for no book packs and backpacks and no pencils and papers. Y'all be standing in them line begging. Oh, but God, he done worked that out for you. Y'all probably ain't gonna get no taxes till the summer time. So if you are employed, you got a 9 to 5, 5 to whatever time, 11 to 7, and you get one of them pieces of paper that's W-2, or what they call it, 1099s. If y'all got one of them pieces of paper, y'all might can get some tax. But as of February, what? Do what now? Oh, I sure hate you can talk in my ear, man. Damn. I gotta go. But look, as of February 1, look, if the government stay closed, y'all ain't gonna have no EB&T. That's what I told y'all last week. Eat sparingly. Okay? Y'all can't get no second helpings right now. Because y'all don't know what the president gonna do. You got to get you some one helpings, and yeah, and you can't sell your stamps no more. Okay, if you stole your stamps this month, your ass probably gonna be hungry next month. So we just want to do it. But if you need to call the tax people and you got a W-2 form, call 901-672-8290. 901-672-8290. I got to go. Wish I could stay and give you some more because I am the baddest. I am the best at what I do. But ladies and gentlemen, the little old clock on the wall says, Daddy Bear, that's all. Until tomorrow night, thank you so very much for being here with me tonight. Top of the evening to you.